Okay, Gemini, this new moon could bring you some opportunities for travel. Maybe somebody saying they will go with you, or that you can use their frequent flyer miles, or that they are offering you a place to stay. This also could be some opportunities around education. So that could be getting into a school, finding a teacher, finding someone who's going to tutor you. This is also bringing some opportunities when it comes to anything where you're working with the government. So government contracts, or trying to get a license or a permit, or some sort of credentials. So you want to watch for these things, and then this will, of course, cascade into more changes that are happening in your life, and then things get better. Now, when it comes to love relationships, specifically new love, Venus is making a sextile with Mercury, and you have a ton of planets elevated in your chart. Basically, you've got to walk out the door, and once you do, you are going to meet people. So that is go to social events, go to groups and meetings, go to classes, but get out into the world and start talking to people, because this is very good energy for meeting somebody new. Now, when it comes to existing love relationships, Mercury's not making an aspect with Jupiter, but there is a hidden connection because Jupiter's still in Gemini, your own sign, and Mercury rules that sign. So there is this connection. And so what can be happening here is that there's a little bit of communication difference between the two of you, and so you're not quite understanding what the other person's really upset about or even happy about. And so it's necessary to look at the words themselves and see if you both have the same definition for some of these words. Like, this is an emergency. Well, for some, emergency is anything, but others, it's a true emergency. Or a person says, I want to save money, and then you see them go out and spend, and you say, wait, but they only meant saving money in a specific area. So it's things like this that can help you over this next 2 weeks make this relationship better and stronger. Now, when it comes to your money, you pull money from the moon, which is in this house of education. Now, this is a very interesting thing because, of course, education leads to knowledge, which then could lead to more money. But in this information-rich age, what can happen is you can consume information, and not stop to process it. And therefore, you're not really utilizing the information that you're getting. So this is a time where you may want to actually go back and look at some of the tips that you had and the things that you were going to do, and ask yourself if you could implement some of those ideas before you go on and get more information. So this is about putting information into practice, and that leads to more money. Now, when it comes to business, money from business and money from investments, the moon's not making an aspect with Saturn, but Saturn is very elevated in this chart. And so this is to start to look at people who you admire in these areas, someone who does a similar business or does business in general, or somebody who does investing, and see if there's been something that they have said in the past that you could then apply to your money-making operation. So, and just to put yourself more in harmony with that positive energy. But overall, this says that you're making about the same over the next 2 weeks as you implement some of these ideas. Now, when it comes to money derived from career, so that would be a paycheck, we don't see an aspect between Moon and Mars, but there is a hidden aspect, and that is that Mars is in Cancer, and Cancer is ruled by that moon. And so for the next few months, you are going to have more of an opportunity to get more money in your career, and so more money in your paycheck, and that could be by getting a raise, getting perks, or getting a new job. So you can actively work on this. There's going to be times where this really lines up over the next couple of months, but right now you do have the hidden aspect. So if you were thinking about starting that conversation about a raise, this is a good time.